Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 72 of 108 days of Internal Alchemy. So, I'm setting myself up for a massive transformation. I'm just going to find the song and put it in the chat. So, if you're new here, welcome. This is a guided journey. So, begin from the beginning. We build on each other. Okay, so I've already turned mine on. So I'm going to loop mine for the remaining of the session. Just going to make sure I have repeat. I do. Okay, so today is day 72 and we are dropping even further down into the body. So we're going to talk a little bit about the body-mind connection and how we actually apply that. So today is going to be a slow session for me. So we're doing a complete spinal flow body hangout. So you're finding your own way today. So we're bringing the energy down, 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 down. Because it's the integration that allows for the connection to fully establish. So because I knew so we've been going through a lot of changes the last couple of years. And once we started to see the new direction, I set up this 108 days of internal alchemy for myself because I could see where we were going and what was happening. And so I was setting myself up as I would do with any client that would want to hit the ground running and really take advantage of the changes that comes with challenging times. So I'm today on day 72. And as expected, the nervous system is starting to integrate. So I'm going to share about that. And that slowing down and allowing the integration to take place is absolutely necessary. So find your rhythm, find your pace, see what happens with you when I slow down. Is there any part of you that doesn't want to slow down? If the body is really full of energy and is looking to dispatch a lot of energy, discharge, then you just follow that fire and you allow the alchemy as it's requesting to be expressed. But then once in a while, there's this drop of energy. And I'm having those drops more and more often now. And that's when I know that the timeline is really shifting, because that's when the body is really allowing a new reality to occur, when it fully starts to slow down. So after a turbulent period of time, as we are transitioning into the new, the body will respond by dropping the nervous system. That's the reward of the alignment that we've been doing. So when the energy drops, like it does for me today, it's very important to not override that and go into an output or performance, or to override the drop of energy, because that's where the new starts to get implemented in the nervous system. So this is a super important. So today my nervous system really dropped, and I was feeling, oh my God, is it even healthy for me to do this? Because I was so deep. And I was kind of questioning myself. And that's what happens. We start to question things because we are reevaluating. It's a reset. So the questioning is absolutely normal. You just got to flow with it and allow the integration to happen. And then I know that, this slight trigger that's what allows me to hit the ground running, to not fully drop. I drop, I don't override, and that's how I spread out the session. So I have the whole day to choose when my energies are the most appropriate. So now my energy is completely different than it was for a couple of hours ago. So this process allows the body so the drop of energy is also, we're accessing a part of the free state. So it's a deep reset. So when I can alchemize from this energy, that's when I'm integrating as we go along, because I never override. So you see, today I'm just very gentle with my body. I allow you to do whatever you want to do. And that's the freedom in my body, freedom in your body. That's why we cannot ever follow anyone else. We have to follow ourselves. So the body-mind connection is we allow that through the integration. And that's when we're going from an idea of what to do next, and we drop it down into the body that will guide us to what is next. And that's when we start to shift from the mind to body. And that's what that actually means. Stop moving from good ideas and moving from creativity, impulse, intuition, guidance. The body knows. The body always knows. Okay. So if we don't allow the stillness and this non-linear, non-scheduled, no performance, just me and my body and whatever is true for us here today. And this is where we allow the nervous system to process. When it's guiding us to just drop the energy. And this is where I used to grab another coffee when my body is guiding me to slow down. Because I was in survival, thinking that I had to do more, to have more, to be more, to get where I wanted. And that's just not the case. It's the spaciousness that takes us where we want to go. Okay, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to bring in the staff. So to go from the mind to the body, there's an infinity loop, just like the one I'm doing with my staff, where the body triggers the mind and the mind triggers the body. And the trigger flows through the nervous system. So when we regulate the system, that charge becomes less. And it becomes easier for the mind to quiet down. And it also becomes easier for the body to slow down. And as we slow down, that's when we start to see and notice and understand. Follow your flow 100% today. So me just getting out of my head when these days come along and I come here, take the deep breaths. I face the music and I do it with movement. Something just shifts in my body. I already feel my state has shifted. So I'm facing the nervous system with the movements. Just flowing with my body. Allowing it to show me how to integrate this day. All of this energy moving, all these emotions, everything shifting and falling into place after a time of chaos. And chaos is just a lot of moving parts at the same time, which means uncomfortableness, uncertainty, and change. But after the change comes stability. And once it starts to stabilize, you can really start to create your new timeline. You start to see what's happening, and that's when you can start to move a little bit faster. But in order to move faster, we slow down. We follow. When the body wants to accelerate, we hit it. When the creativity comes, we join, we dance along, we co-create with the energy that is naturally flowing in our body. And because we never override, we're continually just building. We're building energy. And then we want to direct that energy into purpose, creativity, projects, everything that is moving us closer to who we are, closer to what we love doing, closer to joy, closer to the things that are here for us. And in order to attract that, we have to come from the body, come from the heart and not the mind. So me just dropping in here, sharing freely from the heart as I move my body is my best way of integration right now. So if you just move and speak to whatever is alive, express, put it into words, song, expression, movement, and realize just because the energy is slow, just because the music is slow, doesn't mean that you can't release energy. I'm just inviting you to see if there's anything that is asking to be integrated. Because sometimes we just run because we're used to it. So I have a lot of energy moving in my legs. So just swinging back and forth is giving a really nice integration. Just move a lot of, just gently moving the energy. So my body can stop and stay in these movements for a long time. And some days we move quicker. Going lower. Root lock. Make sure your spine is straight in the lower parts, that the pelvic floor is tilted, not round and round, side to side. You can go on your toes. I really enjoy lifting the heels, going a bit lower. For me, this is moving energy in the thighs, and this is where it's mostly stagnant at the moment. So I'm going deeper into the feet and the ankles to increase the energy in the legs. That's why I'm also doing a lot of hip movements to open up the hips so the energy can start to flow. And it feels like we're building up to do the stomach last. And that makes a lot of sense because we don't want to move this energy until as much of the meridians and the energy lines are open. That's how they do it in the Thai massage as well. They go through the energy lines and the meridians and open them up before you start to move the deeper energy. So they always start with the feet. So, yeah, things making sense. Okay. I'm going to tremor a little bit. I really like the standing tremors because you can very easy just allow the energy to just drop down. Just relax. So even though I've been moving very slow, you can see that I've been moving the energy, and then after 20 minutes, the body wants to discharge the energy. So I show up and I move only exactly how the body wants to move, and it responds by discharging energy. So we're working together. From here, I'm going to go back and sit down and close the session. I mean, we have still some time, but I'm going to finalize it on the floor. So I'm going to continue to open up my feet. So you choose however feels good for you. So my body is really drawn to open up the feet. The toes, you can pull them, massage them, stretch them, however you feel is appropriate for you. Just realize that opening the feet is going to affect the whole system quite significantly. So it's very beneficial and perfect thing to do when we feel that the energy is, if we get one of these energetic dumps. So we still show up for the alchemy, but we completely adjust it. Other foot. Okay, let's integrate with a little bit of breath of life. So we're still coming back to the breath of life, no matter how we feel, and we just adjust. And come back. Rubbing your hands together. Arriving to the eyes. Deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow the energy to sink. Allow stillness to arrive. Allow the mind to slow down. Allow the body to be in charge. Ears twisting. From here, I will invite you to stillness or expression. Writing, speaking, singing, or just arrive in complete stillness. Closing down the eyes. Just breathe through the central channel, down, down below the sacrum. Just allow stillness to occur. Slowly start to move, integrate with your spinal flow, preparing to close the session. Coming back, opening the eyes. Allowing the spinal flow to be the bridge from this experience to the next experience. Give yourself a breath before you move to the next. If you enjoy this process, share it with a friend. Like and subscribe if you enjoy it. And I will see you tomorrow again. I love you. Have a good day. And thank you for being here. Ciao.